Oh, okay.
1 minute.
All right.
Sorry for inconvenience.
No problem. I don't know if you guys have heard, but today, and actually this is brand new. Today, you can go to twitter.com/rapidcasting and press the follow button. I'm not sure if you guys were aware of that, but for the first time ever, you too can follow me on Twitter. You can also follow the BSL on Twitter, and if you want to learn more about BSL, there's bombasticstarleague.com, where you too can find out about the ladder, the season. You can find videos accessible as well on that website. So if you missed any of the epic games from BSL, go check it out. That's where you can find everything there.
Okay, I think we are finally ready. So, yeah, the map is correct. Excuse me, I was wrong.
Yes, they finally gave me a follow button on Twitter. Imagine that. Okay, it's time. Let's do it. Our map, the correct map, is Gladiator. And exactly. It's going to be between trutaCz and cRoSs. So I don't know who to predict here. I mean, my head goes with trutaCz. Maybe my heart goes with cRoSs. He's been playing pretty well. But I think trutaCz, especially with how quickly he adapted in game number 2 to Gornich's build, it's going to be interesting. So let's get into game number 1 of our final best of 5 or best of 3. Oh, thank goodness, of the night. It's trutaCz versus cRoSs. Okay, here we are in the upper left-hand corner. In the dark blue, from Canada we promise, it's cRoSs. And in the bottom right-hand corner in the pink, from Poland, this is not TT1. This is trutaCz, so don't believe his lies.
So cross position on Gladiator, so it's probably the farthest distance beside Quintessence you can have in all the BSL map pack.
Yeah. Do we count Quintessence? Man, that map is so weird. I can't wait, by the way. If you guys are not aware, ASL Season 9 is coming up momentarily. Qualifiers are in like 2-3 days. And there's a 6-player map in ASL this season called Inner Coven. And yeah, if you thought Quintessence was crazy, get ready.
Is this map with the disruption webs?
Yeah. It has disruption web on top of like paths where workers can travel, like protected. But it's the weirdest, stupidest, crazy map I've ever seen.
I watched some games Larva play over there. It looked really, really bad. Like I didn't like it.
How did that make it into the map pool? How? I don't know. Similar to my reaction about Quintessence, by the way. But
oh, I understand. Good to know.
Yeah. Well, look, we only had to cast a couple of games. So anyway, it's going to be an exciting time for Broodawr, both in BSL, ASL, BSL, CSL, all the other SLs out there. So let's get into this game specifically, because this time it's actually cRoSs, maybe mixing it up a little bit. He's the one going for the 12 hatch.
Yeah, and he will have significant advantage thanks to that, especially that trutaCz is not going for something which can punish this huge grid out of cRoSs. So cRoSs will have 2 larvas advantage, which means that he will have 2 drones advantage, and he will be safe against any link aggression, especially that it's cross position. So yeah, it's very good opening, very good start for our what it was? I promise Canadian player, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So for trutaCz, I think this is going to be really interesting because maybe it all washes out in the end, but this will be a little bit of an advantage for a second for cRoSs. But neither one of these players is the kind to like go for some sort of stupid, crazy aggression when it's not going to work out their way. So even though the aggressive advantage goes to trutaCz, probably cRoSs will be okay after this. They're both getting lean speed and should be powering out a few links to hang on. So I think this is actually going to be a lot more even than it looks.
But Yeah, you are right, and it's only one drone advantage for cRoSs, yeah. So, and it will be much quicker layer and much quicker spire for trutaCz, but on the cost of not having larvas. So, oh, and trutaCz will scout what is going on.
Yeah, I mean, that's really important because as soon as you can figure out where you are in relation to your opponent, getting in there for that scout, then all of a sudden you can kind of not predict, but you kind of know the range of what is possible. So he knows where he needs to put his lings, which is right outside of his natural. He's got them patrolling on that pizza wedge out there. And for cRoSs, whose lings should, in theory, be slower with also slower speed. But actually, the speed is just now finishing up. So both players have ling speed. As long as trutaCz doesn't get caught with his pants down out there in the middle of nowhere. And actually, he could have set up a concave, but he didn't. The drone in the front is actually doing a good job blocking, getting some crucial auto attacks off, and actually allowing trutaCz to win that fight.
It was a perfect engagement from trutaCz. It's five links left for cRoSs, but 3 of them are just for one shot out of the links. So it's perfect. And but now cRoSs made 3 drones, so he's having 14 to 10 because trutaCz has started the spire. So it will be 13 to 12 because trutaCz is also droning up. So both players are decided to play a little bit greedy, and it's at the same time you are risking losing to links, but if you will not make drones, you are risking losing to mutas. So the hardest thing in StarCraft is to balance that one.
Yeah, I find it really interesting that trutaCz is the player going for the sunken here. Wait, did he cancel that? Yeah, I think he canceled the. No. He just left it a creep colony.
Yeah, so he will make a sunken. It's a good call overall.
Yeah, it really is. He does have the faster spire, so consequently he's gonna have less lings. And actually, he's splitting off some of his lings out on the map. Oh, and he's taking the fight a little bit farther away from his base. The sunken is just popping in the nick of time. That's so crazy that it finishes immediately. And now look, on the other side, there's no sunken here for cRoSs. He doesn't have as many lings, and they're just gonna run by into the main anyway.
Yeah, and even if he will not kill any drones but disrupt mining, it will be huge. But he already killed one drone. All the drones are drilling into one position, so right now they are not mining. Fortunately for cRoSs, he already have 500 minerals, so he will be able to make 5 mutalisks at the same time. So that's good for him, and that's really good defense out of our
yeah, but he's gonna get back into the mineral line. He's gonna snipe another drone, and at the end of the day, that gives trutaCz a 2-drone advantage, even though he was down like 4 earlier. And he's actually fighting a winning Zergling fight at the front door, but doesn't want to overcommit and lose all of his Zerglings. This is crazy.
Because then he will be trapped with the mutalisk in the base. But now he's probably feel good. But if we will compare the situation, it's basically the mirror situation. Both players are having the similar supply, the same amount of drones, and they both are mining from the natural. Oh, trutaCz is trying to kill one more drone. No, the drones. Oh, more links are going.
Oh, he's running by. There are mutas, and they should be able to take these lings out before they kill any drones. He's still sacking these lings one by one. Oh, he's gonna get a drone in a natural. No way, he gets it. What a god, and he's gonna run into the main.
Didn't cRoSs kill his own drone with the mutalisk? I don't know.
I think that's what it looked like. Oh my god, if he gets another one. Wow, that drone has 8 HP. Oh. So yeah, trutaCz now still with a 2-drone advantage. He did throw away his lings, so that's a little bit of a question mark decision if we, comes down to some ling backstabs. But look, the muta count is, I think, in cRoSs's favor, right? I think he has +1 muta.
Oh, I think it's
they're actually tied. Yeah, they're tied. Wow.
But trutaCz is having 10 scourges, but the only thing I would be afraid as a trutaCz, like if you will go and fight against mutas, and if all the links will come and attack your natural, how will you defend it? It's only 1 sunken and 2 links.
Yeah, I mean, at least there's a sunken there, right? cRoSs doesn't even have a sunken, so that will help. But you're right, you do need something on the ground. So I like the commitment to Scourge in the air, so at least you win the heads-up mutalisk battle. But I think this is just going to be another one of those games where both players play very defensively, power up to 1,000,000 billion mutas. I say right as I say that, cRoSs moves out on them.
cRoSs decided to go.
Yeah, I mean, he does have that Zergling advantage, and so that is actually huge. So if you can run in here, snipe the sunken, deal all the damage on the ground while the mutas are fighting in the air. Looks like that's what he's going to go for. The Lings are actually running in a little bit early, but the mutas get off a couple of shots there for cRoSs. Scourge running in, chasing away trutaCz's mutas. The mutas all go, or the Scourge all go down. The Zerglings are trying to focus down the Sunken, and they can't do it. It barely survives at the end. cRoSs loses emphatically, has way less mutas in the air now, and it's trutaCz's turn to counterattack.
Yeah, and he's sniping. He's trying to snipe the muta. Oh, he even cancelled one muta because of the Scourges, but one gets shot. So yeah, it was great engagement by trutaCz. This is how BSL champion defends.
Oh yeah,
in the same situation. Like he killed all the Lings. Like I think cRoSs had the similar amount of Scourges, but somehow trutaCz like out micro him. It's incredible.
What a god. Well, I think we all know how this goes. Some very wounded mutas here for cRoSs. He's actually running away and trying to micro against the Scourge, but it just means he can't fire as much with his mutas, so he loses all but one muta and taps out GG cRoSs. Loses game number 1, and trutaCz is now 1 game away, making it back to the round of 8.
Wow, it's incredible. Like, cRoSs played very well. It was even battle until the battle. Like, even game until the battle.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as they fought, you could really see that. I mean, I get what cRoSs was thinking, right? He just killed all of his opponent's Lings. He's got a bunch of Lings. Run them in there. But he did have less mutas, and the Scourge hits were better for trutaCz. I think that was the decider there at the end. So, whew, 1 game away. I mean, I guess, you know, trutaCz is the favorite for sure. But, you know, cRoSs made some upsets happen. He just finished taking out Terror, so you really can't. Like, no other player has been able to take out Terror in the round of 16 before. So cRoSs clearly the real deal. And it looks like our next map is Sylphid. So it's going to be a much smaller map. Maybe that will make it more interesting. I don't know. I mean, trutaCz looked super solid that game.
Oh yeah, he looked, and he probably wanted to choose the, like, of course cRoSs was choosing, so probably trutaCz banned Quintessence because it's like, why wouldn't you? And all the rest maps are rather normal. Maybe Transistor is a bit weird, but I think it's pretty good for ZvZ too.
Yeah, I guess it, you know, everything normalizes in ZvZ. But let's get into our second game of this final series of the night to see which player is going to advance on to the round of 8. All right, here we go in the 12 o'clock location in the blue. It's cRoSs, and in the bottom left-hand corner in the pink is trutaCz.
Both of them will scout correctly. trutaCz again is scouting like in the opposite where you should scout, at least in theory. So because in theory you want to scout towards the closer natural of the respawn, because now cRoSs is scouting correctly, so he will fly with the Overlord and he will see natural of trutaCz, but trutaCz will go directly to the main of cRoSs. So we've seen how it can make a difference in a game between Gornish and trutaCz, where you are like in the moment when you have to decide if you should spend your larvas or links or drones. Like, you don't have this information on time, but it's good for trutaCz that he will already at least send the Overlord into the right direction. Yeah,
that means that all of a sudden our ZvZ apologists that like to talk about the imbalance of how scouting turn. No, not this game. Everything is, at least all things considered, equal for now. Now, obviously, the big difference is going to come with the timings of the spawning pools, just now being put down as a 12 pool for trutaCz, and then on the other side, I believe it was 9 pools speed for cRoSs, right?
In the previous game, no.
No, this game.
Yeah, it might be 9 pool speed, but it also might be 9 pool layer. just as trutaCz did against Gornish. Yeah, but
yeah.
he used to play 9 pull speed all the time, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking that's the cRoSs build. I think I saw him go Lair. Actually, you're right. It might be Lair. Here, just hit 100. Nope, there it is. There's the speed. So he's just gonna go back for the speed. I think, yeah, this is a pretty good build order win for trutaCz if he can hold on to that natural, right?
So now we have a perfect example. If you will go 12 pull and cRoSs in the previous game made 12 hatch, you are behind 2 drones. Now if you will go 12 pull and now cRoSs made 9 pull, you are like 2 drones ahead, but you have to defend. So 12 pull, that's why Gornish was playing it all the time. 12 pull is a perfect build to adjust to all the situations.
Yeah, and I understand that the 9 pull speed is going to be very aggressive. That's why I added the if you can hold on to your natural, because obviously if you can't, then it's not good. So he's bringing the drones, and I think trutaCz is going to be okay to hold on here. Oh, he catches him against the mineral line, catches a couple of lings, and actually leaves 2 at red health. So beautifully played there by trutaCz.
This was a perfect engagement because like 9 pull speed is having this gap when there is like 10 links, there would be 10 links with the speed, and now trutaCz is having no speed, so this is the time to abuse a 12 pull player. But now since cRoSs lost 2 links and his links are hurt, trutaCz is no longer afraid that he will lose the main engagement, I think.
Well, he is getting a lot of damage dealt to that hatchery. And are there more links coming out of the main? There should be. Okay, yeah, here we go. A couple more coming out. That hatchery is down to 400 hit points, and there's a lot of Zerglings. He could actually just try to dive on it, but nope, he's actually going to try to pick a fight here. A drone does go down, but hatchery is still alive.
Yeah, and he's the... Yeah, hatchery has still alive. Same amount of drones. cRoSs, of course, is going for the Spire. But yeah, trutaCz is definitely, of course, he will not be not able to match the timing of the Spire, but he will have definitely much more links than him.
Yeah. Oh man, this is really intense because cRoSs loves to play this like super fast, fast speed, fast mutas style, but you have to figure out how to deal with the links. Do you deal it with like a perfect deal with it with a perfect concave at your choke point, or do you try to build a sunken? I mean, there's no natural here for cRoSs. He is just going to try to hold on here. Oh man, it's so difficult to remake your concave after you move back and forth. And so actually trutaCz is getting a lot of free hits here. He's trying to bust through, but I think finally cRoSs has the concave he needs to hold on here. And look at the AI from trutaCz's Zerglings just totally glitching out. But he's actually going to get in.
And again, cRoSs is behind on the sunken. Of course, his sunken is so delayed that I can't believe it's like trutaCz is not going for it. Yeah, it's... I don't know why he's like not pressing the... Oh, because there is a link in the main base of trutaCz. He's losing the drones to it.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he lost almost 2 drones. One had 1 hit left. That's so crazy. So yeah, lots of action on both sides. And actually now, the lings from trutaCz in cRoSs main are trying to snipe the sunken. They can't get the sunken, or can they? It's down to 100. It's down to 80, 70, 60 hit points, but it survives, and so do the rest of the drones.
And yeah, I think since like there is this sunken is so badly hurt now, trutaCz should only make more links, and he will be able to apply enough pressure. I don't know what he's doing with the drones. Is this replay bugged, or am I watching the wrong replay?
What?
Maybe he did it because he moved all the drones in the main base towards one mineral pad, but maybe he did it because he wanted to place the spore colony in the right position.
Is that the reason? I don't know. I mean, look, there's this little muta is really trying his heart out here. The spore does complete, and actually, is it gonna kill the muta? Oh my god, it's like 1 hit away. So the Mutalisk does survive, but we are really stretching it here for trutaCz. He has 1 spore, and that is all he's gonna have to defend against these mutas. No spore in the natural expansion either.
Yeah, and he's doubling him in a drone number. It's perfect. It's perfect for trutaCz. Like, all he needs to do is just wait until cRoSs will attack him with the Mutalisk, and he will just kill him with the rings. Oh, and cRoSs is aware of that, so he's on top of the path towards his main base.
Yeah. Now, what is going to be the timing here? Does cRoSs try to go across the map and exploit this questionable sunken position? Or does he just want to desperately hold on because he has a really weak sunken colony as his natural line?
I think like this game already, like I feel like trutaCz is having huge advantage if cRoSs don't want to go for will not make expansion, because I think it's the cRoSs way, like use this Mutalis as a defense and then go for the expansion. Oh, he will kill 2 drones, that's good, but immediately these links are going towards his main base. There are only 2 links and the sunken regenerate the health a little bit, but it's still 100.
Yeah, the Mutas race back immediately. He's gonna have to drill with the drones to hold on. No drone losses just yet, but the sunken is going to go down. The Mutas do come back just in the nick of time, and so the drone damage is actually minimal, but he does need to rebuild that sunken, or maybe not.
Or maybe just, yeah, maybe just wait for the better times. Just make more drones, make hatchery in the natural, and maybe wait for the better times, because trutaCz... Oh, trutaCz is going for very fast Mutalis. I'm shocked. I thought he will... I didn't realize that he's already having Spire halfway done.
Yeah, this is weird, because usually you see players build like Gorinich was building like 4 spore colonies, 6 spore colonies, and trutaCz is really skimping on, like, he's getting away with 2 spore colonies, which is very low numbers. I mean, I guess there's low muta numbers here too. And actually, ooh, Ling's trying to run in again for trutaCz, but he's so threatening with the Lings that cRoSs is really scared to move out.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he's doing. Like, Mutas are basically the Sunkens right now. they are trying to defend against Lings.
So trutaCz is in a really good spot right now. He has a massive drone lead after killing a bunch of workers for cRoSs, and even though cRoSs is trying to power up on drones and get this macro hatch done, or not macro hatch, the natural expansion hatchery done. I don't know if it's going to come in time, because I mean we already have Mutas in production for trutaCz, and he's held on pretty well against these Mutas from cRoSs.
Yeah, and now cRoSs realize that trutaCz already having a Mutas, so he's starting to mine gas in the. Oh, trutaCz will cancel the.
Oh, he's gonna kill the natural expansion. Oh, it's so low, he cancels it.
Oh, but he will not even kill the drone.
He's gonna run back into the main, and oh, this is just going from bad to worse. He's gonna snipe another drone. Nope, just kidding. But I mean, look, even still, there's Mutas coming out of 2 bases versus 1 base, and we all know how that goes.
So we can see a different approach of the ZvZ. Like, trutaCz is the one who is not making too many drones compared to Gorinich, but he's making a lot of links and he's very aggressive with it. And Gorinich in the same situation, if he would be trutaCz, I'm sure he would make like 2 more spores, 20 more drones, 1 more hatchery, and then go for 100 supply of Mutalisks, right?
Look, okay, some of us have to get to bed here. I respect cRoSs for trying to get this natural up. I mean, there's a world in which you just go for it and try to maybe make it with like Lings on the ground, but nah, I guess you do have to try to fight this fight. He is actually winning the Muta versus Muta here, but I mean there's a sunken there, so that's always going to win trutaCz the fight. Neither player going for carapace, just trying to make this about the Mutas. And let's see, we got a control group for both players. Actually, no, cRoSs has much less Mutas.
In the same time, 2 links in the main base of cRoSs, and he's not having very good time mining. Of course, he's pulling all the drones before dying, so it's still fine.
Oh my god, he's sniping another drone. He might get another one. Very close to dying, but he does get that free drone. Now 10 to 12, still the worker count in trutaCz's favor.
Oh, and trutaCz decided to go for the main base. And if he lose all the Mutas he has, it might be a shot for cRoSs.
Yeah, I mean, yes, if he does lose these Mutas, then you are correct, but he's killing every drone. It's like he doesn't even care about the Mutas. He's just gonna split. Oh my god, he learned from Gorinich, and he's going back in to kill that last drone.
This is how you do it. And this is how you gain advantage, and he's mining gas from 2 extractors, so he's fine with it, but...
Yeah, he splits the Muta. Dude, Muta splitting is something I feel like is so dangerous and I think kind of taboo. in ZvZ, because look, now cRoSs runs across the map and he's trying to fight over a Spore. Spores kill like infinity Mutalisks, so he's trying to target it down and he does get it. But is that enough damage?
I don't know, especially that there are 2 Mutalisks in cRoSs main base, so trutaCz is trying to kill the drones whatever it takes, for whatever it takes.
Oh my god, he's microing against the Scourge. Oh, he fakes out the Scourge, but then they do land. There's only 1 Muta, but it's killing all the drones in the mineral line. He hatches another 2 Scourge. Let's see if he can, trutaCz can micro this Muta against the Scourge. This is, oh, it was almost like that UMS practice map from Muta Micro, but I mean, look, both players are dealing catastrophic damage to one another, but I think trutaCz comes out with more Mutas and Scourge and should be able to win this. The Scourge, one of them connecting.
Yeah, cRoSs with very good micro, like now 6 left. Yeah, and he's able to make only Scourges because he don't have enough minerals to make Mutalisks. So pure Scourges, he will have to live with only the 6 Mutalisks, and trutaCz was able to make more Mutas because like he's having only 2 drones more, but you said during the first game, 1 or 2 drones advantage in ZvZ is a huge thing.
Yeah, and he's gonna snipe some overlords. trutaCz is gonna snipe some overlords out on the map too, so that's gonna supply block cRoSs. And he's just totally broke as a joke. Like he just has no money to build overlords or anything. He's trying to build Scourge here because he just desperately needs this air advantage. It's 6 Mutas, 4 Scourge for cRoSs versus 8 Mutas, 2 Scourge for trutaCz. And so in theory, we just run in here. No micro necessary. It looks like trutaCz is going to be the next player to advance on to the round of 8.
Wow. Yeah, now it's confirmed. But in the same time, cRoSs is killing the drones in the trutaCz main base, so he's also showing some great potential for us.
Yeah, he gets the You Tried trophy. Wow. Look, yeah, the loser of this series, which is probably cRoSs. Okay, he's gonna kill another drone with this 1 Zergling.
This Muta micro.
Wow. Okay, yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Finally, cRoSs has absolutely nothing left, and yeah, that's gonna do it. So cRoSs is going to tap out GG, and that does it. trutaCz will advance on to the round of 8. And cRoSs will advance on to claiming $25 for finishing in the top 12.
Yeah, exactly. So it's still being fair in a group with trutaCz, Gornish, and Terror. This is a still very good, like, I don't know.
Accomplishment.
You are reading my mind, yeah. That's really a good accomplishment by cRoSs.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the bigger accomplishment by cRoSs is eliminating Terror, so that's just incredible to me. I can't believe that for the first time ever in BSL history, Terror is out. I mean, this guy is like top 4 Corrupted Cup. This guy is like top 4 every season, everywhere and everything. Made it to grand finals of G's Weekly like 3 hours ago. So
yeah,
absolutely incredible.
He won with Zealot today in G's Weekly.
Yeah, so this is a player that can beat Zealot that cRoSs just took out, so
yeah,
no idea. So some incredible players, some incredible plays. All those Gornish games are fantastic. If you love amazing ZvZ, just search Gornish BSL and watch every game. So congratulations to Gornish, who will advance on to the round of 8 to face off against Hawk, and trutaCz, who will advance on to the next round to face off against Boneth. So, ooh, oh, they're so good.
Oh my god, the matches from the round of 8. So we can already talk about them. I mean, at least introduce them. It will be Dandy versus Aeonzerg and Hawk versus Gornish in next Saturday. And next Sunday we will have TT1 versus Avilov and Bonnie versus trutaCz.
Yeah, and these are best of 5s, right?
Yeah, all of that is best of 5. No loser bracket. Just straight to the finals. So
yeah,
we are close. Like, we already have top 8 players from BSL8, so it's close to being finished. So, yeah.
I'm actually a little bit upset. So we managed to avoid having North American players eliminate other North American players, but actually now Boneth and trutaCz have to eliminate each other. So there's only going to be 1 Polish player in the round of 4, but there's guaranteed to be a Polish player in the round of 4 as well. So, you know,
But the
either
Networks
way,
forum wants to have at least 2 Polish players in the grand finals. So at least 2 Polish players. So we are waiting. They are probably so disappointed, but what can you do? Like, if some Polish player will win their BSL, it will be like minimum you can do. Like,
yeah.
no other player in top 3.
Yeah. I will say I'm very impressed with our North American representation, TT1 and Hawk making it in to the top 8. And for South America, it's Dandy. Like, that's it. I mean, he is incredible, but he is playing against Eon Zerg. And so that's going to be a really exciting matchup to watch. So round of 8 is here, and hopefully you guys are excited for it. So make sure to tune in next week for the round of 8. It's going to be 2 exciting best of 5s. Hopefully Nyokin will be back for that. But of course, a big thanks to Zero for filling in for his own tournament.
I did my best, but I know that first of all, my English is not too good. Second of all, I know that not everything in production was perfect. So from next cast, I will be just sitting behind and letting professionals do their job.
Well, as somebody casting at 6:30 a.m., my English is also not so good. So no worries, Zero. Big thanks to everybody who tuned in tonight for all of your support. And of course, a big thanks to everybody who supported by following the stream, subscribing. What else can they do? They can support us on Patreon. That's what it was. At patreon.com/bombastic. And so if you are one of our beautiful Patreon supporters, we want to give you a big thanks as well. So if wait, do we have the Patreon slide?
Yes, we have.
Okay, there it is. Big thanks to Striker, ARG, Sabbath, Kamchak, Moontang, Spacewalk, Lingen Pup, and everybody else. If you want your name to be shown after BSL broadcast, then go to patreon.com/bombastic and help us out. Big thanks to everybody.
I want to mention one more thing. There is one more guy, Tudeh, who we are not having on this graphic. He's $5 Patreon, but excuse me for that, we didn't manage to do it. But okay, sorry for interrupting, but I wanted to be fair towards him that we didn't list him.
Wow, so fair, Zero. Thank you so much. Okay, I think that's it. Am I allowed to go yet, Zero?
Oh yeah. Excuse and thank you to Mr. Rapid, of course, for casting about that time and being so consistent with BSL. Like every cast, Mr. Rapid is there, and he's with the smile on his face, with his professional approach, with his casting skills. He's every day with us, and thanks to him, BSL is getting better and better. So thank you, Mr. Rapid.
Turns out I'm not double booked at 2 a.m. Zero, so no worries.
Good time for BSL.
This season has been awesome, so I'm looking forward to the playoffs, and I hope you are too. So make sure to tune back in at the same exact time here on twitch.tv/ZvZ0PL for the exciting conclusion of BSL Season 8, starting with the round of 8 next weekend. So from all of us to all of you, thanks and have a good night.
Good night. Okay, great job. Thank you for doing that, and excuse me for my terrible English and everything. Oh, thank you very much. That means a lot, but I still think that you guys are doing much better job, and I will be just a replacement if it will be necessary. Oh my god, it would be so perfect. I'm speaking a little bit faster in Polish because I know all the words. so it will be me speaking a little bit faster and more fluently. Really? Impossible. Oh! Excuse me, guys. I forgot that I have my mic turned on, so I tune it off. Okay.